Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Leanne and this is Babybel. On this channel we talk about all things mum and baby and toddler related, and today I'm going to share with you some toddler hacks to make life a little bit easier for you and your toddler. So obviously toddlers are experiencing like new things all the time, new emotions. It all gets a little bit overwhelming for them, and you get all sorts of tantrums and things happening. And I just wanted to share with you what we've been doing to try and minimize that. Now, I don't know if it's because we haven't reached that stage yet, or we've just been lucky so far, or it is because of what we're doing to help her deal with those tantrums. But we've had one big meltdown, and that was when we put wellies on her for the first time. She absolutely hated them, but apart from that we've escaped without any meltdowns. I mean, obviously she starts to get frustrated and we have the beginnings of tantrums, but so far so good. Okay, my first one is clean your teeth with them. You hear a lot of stories about babies and toddlers absolutely hating cleaning their teeth. We've always cleaned our teeth with Babybel and she absolutely loves doing it now. She actually like cleans them rather than just chewing on the toothbrush, which is what she did when she was younger. But now we'll say to her, do you want to clean your teeth? And she goes upstairs, so she takes herself off upstairs, and then I just stand her on the toilet seat or on the toilet lid next to me while I'm cleaning my teeth. She rinses her own toothbrush, she tries to put her own toothpaste on, and it's just like there's no tantrums whatsoever. It's actually just a nice, easy experience. Babybel is 18 months old, and these are all things that we've been implementing for quite a while now, probably sort of like 8-10 months old. Obviously at that age she can't really do those things, but as she's got older it's just become every day for her and she's now doing it regularly. My next tip is to rotate their toys. So most toddlers just have hundreds of toys. We don't keep them all out. She's got a selection over there which she can access, and it just means that there's not loads of stuff for her to get out. She can't get overwhelmed by it. She can focus just on 1 or 2 toys at a time. What I have found though is that she knows where the other toys are stored and she keeps getting them out and tidying them away into the cupboard. So we keep finding more toys, and you might notice that in the clips where we're sitting in front of that there's more toys in there than there should be, but that is because she keeps bringing them out of their storage space and tidying them away in her toy cupboard. She is very, very tidy, very, very precise. It is, I don't know where she gets it from. She keeps hitting the tripod. My next tip is get them to help with chores. Now, to start with, this was long-winded. It was a little bit of a pain in the backside. Sort of, Babybel wanted to help. She had no idea what she was doing. Everything took 10 times as long. That's my list, thank you. You can have that once I'm done with it. But now, she's actually quite often more of a help than a hindrance. So she'll empty the washing machine for me while I'm off like folding up the stuff that's already on the clothes there isn't dried, or she empties the dishwasher. Yeah. She attempts to hang up the washing. That isn't too helpful at the moment, but it means I can get stuff done. She's involved and she's also learning to do like practical stuff as well. So that's like my biggest one. For me to be able to do any sort of household chore, I get her involved. Then there's no tantrums. She gets a bit frustrated if she can't quite do it. Like, she can see me doing it, but it just makes life so much easier. And she is now becoming helpful. At 18 months old, she's actually helping me with stuff, which is amazing. Like, it sounds a bit like child labour, but she's really enjoying it. Letting themselves get dressed is another really big one for me. So Babybel's now at the stage where she can get a top on over her head, and quite often she can get her arms in. Quite often they come up through the neck or something somewhere else random, but I let her get herself undressed and dressed in the morning. So I put her on her changing unit, undo her pyjamas for her, she takes them off, and then she puts her top on. We haven't mastered getting her trousers on yet. She can get one leg in, but letting her get herself dressed after she's picked her clothes means that it's just an easy experience, no tantrums at all. My next one is, it's kind of along the lines of with the chores and everything, but get yourself a toddler tower. Yeah, we've got one. And Babybel helps us with the cooking. It enables her to be able to wash her hands at the sink. Like before we had the toddler tower, she was obviously at ground level. She wanted to be up with us, seeing what we were doing, being involved in everything. And now she's getting angry at her toys at the moment. And now she's in her tower, she's there next to her, she's helping out, and it just makes cooking dinner easier, just a less stressful experience all round. My next tip is to get a puddle suit and wellies or water shoes, and that way you can go out in any weather. I found that Babybel is so much happier if she can get outside for a walk every day. She sleeps better, she can run off some energy, she can discover new things out there, and having a puddle suit and wellies just means that even if it's pouring with rain, she stays dry. I don't find it that fun because I don't want to be out in the rain, but it does mean that we can go out for a 20-minute walk and she can get rid of some energy, and it just makes her happy and easier to deal with. She keeps hitting the tripod, I'm not sure what she's doing. Yeah, getting her outside, it makes her sleep so much better, and then obviously she's less tired, less tantrumy, so it's a win all round, even though I end up soaked because I don't think they do adult puddle suits, but if they do, please let me know. My next one, I've been doing this since she was a baby, obviously not with the empties and stuff, but bringing her into the bathroom with me when I shower means that I can shower, I can quite often get dressed, I can do my makeup in there without her kicking off or anything. I used to give her like makeup products or stuff to play with, but now that she can take the lids off of things, I give her product empties, so she'll have like an empty shampoo or an empty box or something, and she just sits there, it's like she's doing her makeup or whatever, and it just means that sometimes I even get like 20 minutes, I can shower, I can do my makeup, I can do my hair, I can get dressed, and I'm almost ready for the day without any disturbance whatsoever. Do messy play activities in an empty paddling pool. Now, I need to buy a new one for this summer, but last summer we did all of our messy play activities in a paddling pool in the garden. I did a video about that, I'll link that down below. It's not really going to have changed apart from the fact that Babybel will now be able to get out of it, but doing the messy play activities outside in that paddling pool means that it can just be hosed down, and then if she does get out and run around, then it doesn't matter because we're in the garden and everything else can be hosed down, and it keeps her occupied. It means that I can get out and have a little bit of sunshine. She's doing her messy play, she's outside, she can mix being outside in nature with the messy play, and it's just fun. My next tip is to eat with them. So we have all of our meals together. Most of them are her in her high chair, so her high chair is pulled up to the table with us. Sometimes she sits on her little table in here while I sit on the sofa, so she just kind of sits next to me. Sometimes she even sits on the sofa with me. I don't recommend that one because it's very, very messy. But that way we're modelling what we're doing. She's learned to use cutlery. We haven't given her like a proper knife yet. She's got like a plastic knife, but she can use a proper fork and everything, just because she sat with us and she's watched us doing it. It means that she'll try pretty much any food as well. Just letting her sit there with us, she's learning from what we're doing, and we don't really get any tantrums at dinner time. We don't get a huge amount of food throw-in. When she's done eating, she sort of does this and chucks her food everywhere. But other than that, she's not really ever just chucked it on the floor. And I think that's just because she sat there watching what we're doing. My next one will probably only work if you've done this from the beginning, but keep using your changing tables. So I've said this in quite a few videos. We've always used a changing table to do... Oh, bogies. You alright? Bless you. You got bogies? No? We've always used the changing table to do Babybel's nappy changes, so the majority of them at home have been on that, and we've always got her ready for bed and got her dressed on her changing table, and that is now the only place that we can do any of that without her running away. If we try and change a nappy anywhere else or try and get her dressed anywhere else, it is like wrestling an alligator, whereas on her changing table she will just stay completely still and even help with getting dressed and everything. My next tip, and I think this is one of my biggest ones for avoiding tantrums, is give them options. So when it's time to change her nappy, I'll say to her, nappy change time, do you want to walk upstairs yourself or do you want me to carry you? And she goes to the bottom of the stairs and she'll either let me know whether she wants me to carry her or she'll start walking up on her own. And then we can just change the nappy with no instance. There's no getting all angry and stressed about needing to have her nappy changed because she's made the choice to walk up there herself. We'll give her the option for 2 different outfits, so we'll hold them up and say, which one do you want? We'll say to her, you know, do you want chicken or sausages for dinner? I don't think she understands that, but she feels like she's making the choice. When we go out, I ask her if she wants to go in her pushchair or a trike. She's trying to switch the camera off. Stop. You can't do that. A lot of the causes of tantrums are the fact that they don't have control over anything, and I think the fact that she gets to make the decision helps her feel like she's got control over something, and it does minimise those tantrums quite a bit. My next tip is to let them explore and indulge in supervised risky play. So Babybel loves climbing. She's always loved climbing since she was, I think she was like 8 months old. We've always allowed her to climb things, but with us there to assist her if she falls or anything like that. And she's been climbing up and down the stairs for months and months and months. When we go out to the park, we let her climb things. Obviously I'm there like right behind her, but I found that letting her do that rather than taking her away from it means that she gets it out of her system, there's no tantrum, and then she probably gets bored with it. She went for a stage of climbing on the back of the sofa. She did that for about a week, and then she's never tried it since because she's done it and she's explored it. She doesn't need to do it anymore. Whereas I think if we'd kept taking her away from that situation, she would have got angry and kept trying to do it. So it's out of her system now, and no harm has come from it, and she's just moved on to climbing other things now, some of which are designed to climb on, like her climbing frame, and some are not. But if we're always there supervising her, I think risky play is really, really important for them. My last tip is to, rather than just saying no and stopping them from doing something, offer alternatives. So if they start throwing something that they shouldn't do, so for example, if Babybel was to pick up she's got some tools, some wooden tools down there, and start throwing them, I'd say to her, well, Babybel, we don't throw those, we can throw balls instead. And she's got some little plastic balls that she can throw. The same as if she's climbing on this cart that she's got down here, which she does try and do, and say to her, Babybel, it's not safe to climb on that. We'll get your climbing frame out and you can climb on that. That doesn't stop all of the kicking off, but rather than just telling her that she can't do it, she's learning that there are things that she shouldn't be throwing and things that she can throw, things that she shouldn't climb on and things that she can climb on. She's actually trying to climb on it now. That's what she's doing. Babybel, what are you doing? So guys, let me know what your top tips are for managing toddler life, basically, because they are so independent. They want to be doing their own thing, and it can be really hard sometimes. But as I said, we were quite early into this whole toddler thing, so I don't know if we are going to get some huge meltdowns, but so far there haven't been too many. Babybel, could you close it up, please? Tidy it away. Tidy, tidy, tidy. That's it, tidy it up. Thank you. Oh, you're so helpful. Hopefully this has given you some good ideas, guys. As I said, please let me know if you've got any other ones. As usual, we really hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to leave us a like and a comment and hit that subscribe button. Makes us really happy and it lets YouTube know the video is worth showing to other people. We'll see you next time. Say bye. Bye.